Alright guys, thank you for clicking on the video. As you can see in the title, yes, I found a way to get all 4 plates, which is a ton of gold, right? You get local gold, of course, for killing the whole thing, but you also get 110 gold for each plate. Okay, that's 440 gold, so that's a total of 1140 gold. I can do math. Yeah, which is a crap ton, right? So, in this match, this is post commentary, but I'm gonna show you exactly step by step on how to do this. But first, let me kind of explain what these tower plates essentially are. So, basically, these tier 1 towers are all fortified, right? So what that means is Alright, so basically what I'm trying to say is these plates, think of them as like a huge source of gold. They're not as crazy as like cannons or siege minions, but if you can do it right, actually no, they are. You get 2 pieces, so you get 2 orbs and it's 110 gold each. That's a lot. That is a lot. Not to mention, if you can manage to get all 4 plates sub 15 minutes, then that's a lot of gold, right? Now, this whole fortification thing goes away at 15 minutes. So you have to like be pretty much on top of your wave management game for this. You know, you gotta have like, remember, you have like waves in front of you, and you have the enemy in front of you, and you have the jungler over there. You may have the mid laner coming at you, so you gotta like kind of, you have to like be, you gotta know exactly what you're doing, like when it comes to wave management and trading. I'll show you exactly how I did it. So in this match, I was just trying the new nice rock. I was just trying to I wanted to try out that new item, Cybernetic Drive, and I wanted to do it in the offlane. And it's cause it, like, before it evolves, it has this really cool effect where you execute a minion, even cannon minions, even siege minions. So you can like do some, you can actually get like insane pressure by just one tapping a siege minion, and then all of a sudden you can have like a, let's say you have a slow push, slowly, steadily building up, and then all of a sudden there's a cannon wave. They both crash, right? So let's say if you have an opportune time, let's say you can definitely just go all in on the tower, get a couple of plates, maybe 1 or maybe even 2. Or in my case, I went for all 3 because I built up a really nice slow push, as you saw. You can get some plates by just popping the siege minion, and guess what? You have a siege minion of your own. So if you just fast push that wave up, you crash that ginormous wave, and guess what? The tower won't get that much armor because you're by yourself. The armor doesn't increase based on how many minions there are. It's just based on how many enemy heroes there are. So it's just to incentivize that, like, you don't roam as 5 and like take out these plates one by one. Okay, now so back to the cybernetic drive, right? I imagine, so there's 3 types of wave management patterns, right? There's fast pushing, there's slow pushing, and then there's freezing. So I can quickly kind of explain each one. By far the most powerful is slow pushing, and that essentially what that means is your wave is slowly building up gradually after wave after wave after wave, right? Fast pushing is basically, it's the most self-explanatory. You just kind of blow the wave up with all your abilities as fast as you can, just so it goes quickly, you know, forward. Now, freezing, you can imagine it's the easiest way to explain it is if there's like 2 melee minions and 2 ranged minions, right? They're both equal power, all the same health. If nobody touches them, they're just gonna stay there. And then the next wave is gonna crash at that exact location. Okay? I've taught. I'm pretty sure, like, in a lot of my videos, whenever I played offlane, like, I learned offlane on my own and learned how to, like, manage waves and stuff. The easiest way to freeze lanes is to have the enemy wave have 1 or 2 minions more than yours. That makes it a lot easier. So, cause like when the enemy wave kills your wave, then what you can do is you can auto attack the enemy wave, right? At this point, you'll have like the 1 or 2 that it's a nice code, by the way. At that point, you'll have like 1 or 2 minions kind of following you, and meanwhile you can wait for we're not gonna talk about that cannon.
Always learning.
Okay, so anyways, so that's basically freezing, right? Yeah, so the key here is using all 3 at opportune times. There is no like sure, slow pushing is the best, but slow pushing wouldn't be the best if it wasn't for fast pushing and freezing. And similarly with the others, like freezing alongside slow pushing and fast pushing are all just as good, same as like fast pushing. You get the point, right? The key is to be like, you need to be efficient at all 3. So in the first couple of minutes in the game, especially like after 8 minutes, like even you kind of need at least like 1 item, right? Just to kind of be a little strong. Now I did this around the level 7-8 mark. So here I kind of goofed. If the Grux kind of noticed that I messed up, he would have easily just ran at me and taken this. But anyways, so yeah.
Caught you.
So going back to that item, Cybernetic Drive, it's a first like minion execute item, I think, and it's crazy because you can smite the siege minion. So like I was explaining before, that's when you think you can crash a gigantic wave, and there's also a siege wave crashing together, and let's say no one's there, take out the siege minion and then just fast push everything. So about this item, like this whole thing started because I really wanted to try this item. Like I tried it in the practice map, and I noticed like, oh, this thing works on siege minions. It doesn't work on like river buff. It doesn't work on jungle camps. It's literally only lane minions. But it's also really good for trades, because like you just hit a minion close by and you do this big AoE splash attack. But not only that, it heals you, it gives you a little bit extra gold, right? But the secret that the item doesn't explain is pretty much I wouldn't say a side effect, but a post result, right? An outcome of that is the fact that now you have almost instant wave advantage because of this thing, because you can literally just delete a minion as if you were like Countess from old school Paragon that can like one-shot minions, right? So imagine like two waves crashed. Look at this. I have 10 minions, and I just killed him, and their jungler's nowhere to be seen, and I got 3 plates just like that, and it's not even 10 minutes. So I'm feeling good. Like I go back, I get this huge power spike. With this power spike, I'm going to pressure the hell out of my lane right here.
Think of the smiles of home.
Okay, so if you made it this far, I got a question for you. What is the strongest method of wave management? Is it A, freezing, B, fast pushing, C, slow pushing? Leave a comment below, and I'll tell you the answer in a second. That was just a quiz. If you were paying attention, you would know the answer. So, anyways,
There's a storm brewing.
so in this match, I knew I needed like Tainted in some way or another, right? The thing I didn't notice is that we have 4 magics, and I wish I didn't kind of chose an AP hero like Kwang, because now we have 4 magic. But it's fine. It really is. But I know for certain I need Tainted at some point. So whether that's in the form of Tainted, Tainted, what's it called? I'm drawing a blank here. Tainted Scepter. Yeah, it gives health. So look at this. I just one-shotted that minion, blew up the wave. I'm fast pushing here. I have another wave coming. And look at that. All 4 plates taken. Tier 1 tower gone. 11 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so by the way, if you answered slow pushing, congratulations, you won. You got it right. And because of getting that right, your boy gets out scot-free. Mind you, I did this without the jungler's help. I did this without the mid laner's help. Now here, this would have technically been a bad back for me. That's why I decided to stay. I just wanted to heal up and get a few more minions because take a look at my crest. It's almost up. It would have been really awkward if I went back to base and I didn't have it. So I just wanted to make sure I get the last couple of minions. And now I have my crest. So when I come back in lane, I'll have a huge power spike. Now, because of this matchup, I wanted a little bit more armor to go alongside the evolved effects of, what is it, Cybernetic Drive? Because this thing boosts your already current physical and magical armor by 15%. And that is really, really good. Like, this item is actually really good. It's very underrated. Like, it works well in tandem of, like, Golems Gift here. This thing gives me, like 95 magical armor. 95 physical armor. I get a lot of physical power, too. I could have gotten Magnify, to be honest, but I figured I don't really need the... I didn't really need the Omnivamp / like, trade patterns that much, because I'm focused on, like, getting those... plates. Once I realized I missed my tether there. Once I realized like dude, this thing executes. I need to try this in the offlane. This is an overall really bad fight for me, but I do get the Murdoch, who stepped in a little too close. My Wraith is one shot. Everyone else is back to base, so it's literally just me. But yeah. I can't wait for my, like, I couldn't wait for my endgame build for this one. So I decided I was gonna go Cybernetic Drive for that early game boost and like gold. It's basically an investment, right? Second is gonna be a damage item. And this depends on the matchup. I either do Golem's Gift if I have a losing matchup against someone AD, like this Grux here. Or I would have gone Magnify, his like pretty much staple. But I could have also gotten Tainted Scepter if I really wanted it. I feel like that probably could have been better. But the other thing is their team has 3 physicals, and I kind of need to be able to look at that. I executed a cannon. That is so good. Like, that's kind of crazy. That's instant cannon gold. Like, count me in. So yeah, my final build. So you my idea is you want to mix up the amount of health and armor, right? You're like a real like bruiser hybrid. Very tanky, but you still do enough damage.
I feel
like there is a world where I can slap in a World Breaker for even more damage and health. And considering this is like a very HP friendly meta, right? Carries are pretty much forced to build Sky Splitter nowadays, thanks to the changes for Demolisher. I feel like World Breaker might see an emergence, a surge of World Breaker being built. But yeah, this build, like, basically it's three damagey items, kind of spread out. The first one, you obviously want Cybernetic Drive because you want to stack it as soon as possible and take advantage of the laning phase, right? And then after that, because you went like with a tanky item and you kind of just focused on waves and shit,
See you again.
get something damagey. So there's three good choices. There's Golems Gift. There's which is very situational. Like in this match, I technically could have gotten Oathkeeper. I think Oathkeeper would have been solid. I think Magnify could have been good. It's a little less damage, but it's depending on the matchup. Look at that. That's so good. So depending on the matchup, you may need Magnify, you may need Oathkeeper. I feel like if you're up against someone squishy, go Oathkeeper. If you're up against someone tanky, go Magnify. But if you're up against someone that's like an 80 bruiser like this guy or a Xeris, you know, then I probably would just do Golems.
Thunder!
This guy, so Grux is one of those heroes that Golems actually is not that great now that I think about it, because like his bleed. Oh, I also played this really bad because I didn't realize my my E was on what's it called? Yeah, so yeah, that cooldown thing really made a difference. My muscle memory was messing with me in this fight. Like I was like, wait, where are my abilities? And then it wasn't until after I died, like, oh, yeah, it's not a whole second now, it's half a second. But yeah, so here I got two. Oh, by the way, so you know how I said you want to space out 3 damagey items and then the 3 other items are like tanky? So in this match, I'm thinking definitely Flux Matrix. That's like his best magic armor item in the game. But you also get magic armor from this item now that I think about it. But that just means you have 2 MR and 2 physical armor items. So great. And then you can get damage also with golems. So
I can unleash the heaven's fury.
what was that? Tainted Guard, because they have Morn, they have Rampage who's physical, they have Grux who's physical, but not only that, if Murdoch is nearby Morn, right, and he's healing thanks to Morn, then that'll affect him too if he basic attacks me, right? So he'll heal less. I believe I went Oathkeeper and Magnify for my damagey item. Flux Matrix. Yeah, so that's basically my full build. This new item, Cat Drive. Golems Gift, which you can substitute for Tainted Scepter or any other damagey item. This was just very situational. And yeah, you have two items. This was like really sloppy. I was like kind of waiting on someone else to initiate or group up. Kind of waiting on Mori, but it's fine. It's whatever. This Richter is just spectating. This Richter pissed me off like later on in the game. You'll see why. I was like, I was about to lose this game. Like literally about to lose this match because of something Richter did. All right, so anyways, another cool thing about the way I was able to utilize Cybernetic Drive. So when I backed and I got Cybernetic, I already had Cybernetic Drive, but I had like another power spike because I took out Grux, I took out like at least 2 waves, I took out 3 plates, I came back with a ton of gold, right? When I backed, I had that much spending power. I came back even stronger, and I was able to take out the plate even easier. So with Cybernetic Plate, it makes it very easy to get these plates. Did I say Cybernetic Plate? I meant Cybernetic Drive. With Cybernetic Drive, it makes things very easy to get these plates. Like if you're in the offlane. Oh, something I forgot to mention was that the local gold, it's still kind of like you'll see them as like these 2 golden orbs, then it's like
I'm glad to have helped.
it's split up. So like according to the patch notes, I think they said something about like it's applied to all towers, including inhibitors. Like they don't grant local gold anymore, which is you know, local gold to nearby, like, what do they say? Local gold to nearby killers upon death. Instead, tower gold is now dropped as 2 gold pickups for all towers and destruction or final play kill. Oh, by the way, these little gold pickups, they last for 25 seconds. Yeah.
I love training. I feel the heavens' fury.
So right about here, up until this point, I'm thinking, okay, I'm level 13. I gotta like level up my Cybernetic Drive already, and this thing caps at 25. So I literally need like 9 more, you know, little explosions, and then when I go back, this thing is gonna give me so much magical armor. I can see this in tandem with what's that item? Stonewall. Stonewall is like the mitigation is increased based on your physical armor, and this thing boosts your physical armor.
Would be best here.
So like whenever I get a chance to play maybe Steel offlane, I'm 100% starting this first instead of plain old Fire Blossom. Like I'll probably get Fire Blossom second. I don't really see myself doing like Brimstone into Cyber Drive. I think Cyber Drive is just so good. You get health regen in there. It gives you some haste, some bonus health, and that executing effect is just so good. It doesn't. It's just one of those nuances, you know, that it's not explained in the item itself.
Retreat.
So here I see like how many people are dead. 1 person died. It's our support. It's no big deal. No objectives are up besides or prime. I do see them walking towards it. So if I remember correctly, did I warn? Did I? I think I went to check it.
On my way mid.
Interesting ult. I don't know what it is with like Morns. They want to like a 1v5 the entire team. Pretty sure this guy is only support too. Like, what are you doing? So here I'm signaling my team to jump on Murdoch because I can catch him right there. He gets away with Liberator, with Blink, but it's alright. Good stun by Rampage.
Careful, jungle.
It did mess up my aim and I couldn't engage, so yeah, good peel. This Gruk's getting Mesmer, which is interesting.
I'm losing health.
I don't know about that, Chief. We have like 2 really reliable ways of popping that bubble, you know? Now, even me, I have like a sword that I can throw on you. Look at that. I just killed a siegeman. Now, I just have to wait for... It's on 15 seconds 15-second cooldown. Also, the explode effect. So right now it's up. You can see my hands are glowing green. So that also indicates that it's ready for you to pop a minion.
This ain't right.
So I know there's a lot of people coming. I'm gonna just explode this wave and then
I'll
bounce.
be right back.
On my way.
And I wanted to keep going. However, Fangtooth is up.
Stand straight. Keep your sword hand firm.
Okay, so I looked back at the recording just now, and I didn't notice that Gideon was also there. I saw Morn definitely was there. He definitely couldn't catch me. And now I'm thinking like, okay, Gideon was also there, and he kind of, you know. So we really got a group. Richter is the last one here. Just, you know, pay attention to that. I'm ready to initiate on somebody. I need my Richter to give me vision on where this Gideon is. So I'm gonna damage him up, cause you know, that pressures him if he wants to ult. Nice pull on the tank, by the way. I initiate on these three. I need to try to reach my thing, but Gideon does a good ult right on top of my head.
We got them.
The two ADCs got three kills. My Wraith got most of the kills. Their Murdoch got a lot.
Nobody
Oh,
left.
over here I was like, I was so
Let's get
hyped.
moving. I will only rest a moment.
I was like, let's go, Tanjiro, and then he was like, oh, let's do Fang. All right, fine. Cause it's like it's just baby Fangs. I'm like, you know what? I'm tanky enough to tank this. And I really want to go back and like finish my Cyber Drive, but I figured, you know what? I'm just gonna help
There's a storm brewing.
take this thing out. And this is a extremely late
I'm losing health.
Cybernetic Drive completion. Don't get me wrong. Next time I'll try to do this, but complete Cyber Drive a lot faster. That does kind of mean I have to either rotate less,
Grabbing some
or
supplies.
when I do rotate, kind of tax a wave, which, you know, everyone
What
does.
did I miss?
Nothing wrong with that.
This will be good.
All right, so since I already have 2 physical armor items, I went with my best magical armor item, which is Flux Matrix. So this thing increases my magical damage out. Oof. Look at all this gold. Did you see all that XP I just got? So I literally have just two more stacks to do this again.
I must get better.
Pop. I missed that. Yes. All right, one more. So in 10 seconds, I can get some good amount of gold. I'm gonna wait. Pop that. There we go.
I'll be right
Max
back.
stacks.
On my way.
And I remember when I first got that, I'm like, that's not good, because they were about to do or prime, but luckily
Towards middle lane.
I saw that in time. See, like I was able to pop the ball. I really wanted to back at this point, and get my cybernetic drive, but it's just bad luck. So here I'm looking for Murdoch and Gideon. They just happen to be together. So when I ult in, I'm just like, you know what? I need to get this Murdoch because this is the biggest threat, right? I don't know what I don't know what else my teammates are doing, because I think Gideon is still like full health for some reason. Like, who are you guys attacking? Like, must I do everything? Good rock prevented me from jumping in.
See the light.
Good rewind.
Thunder.
He's gonna be able to kill him. Nice.
We got them all.
Yeah, he got a quadra. And then I just giga shove this.
Judgment.
And I believe
I
Wraith
feel
comes
the
in and
heavens'
helps me
fury.
too. Oh, right around here is when I learned that all towers don't give local gold anymore. They drop those orbs. And they fell back there. You saw that?
Always learning.
And I didn't realize that until I walked back. Like I stepped off. And look at that. A huge wave. Yep. Now we just get out. And I was like, wait a minute. Why are those orbs there? And because when I was playing, I was like, wait, I thought this orb business is only for the tier 1 tower. But nope, turns out they are applied to all the towers. Now, this is when this Richter pisses me off, right? All we have to do is all of us group up for this orb prime. It's halfway done. And for some reason, he spams retreat. And I'm just like, bro, we just did half the damage and we just walk away and our Morn dies. Like, the only explanation is that he didn't have his fucking smite ready. And it's like, cringe, bro. You gotta like let us know. You can't just like call orb and then do it halfway and then be like, oh, retreat. I don't have smite. I was like, I was fuming. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I barely type. I'm like, dude, this Richter is actually trolling. This is not the first time either. Look, he's spectating. He's just watching. Oh man, that pissed me off. Like, imagine if they like finished or prime, and then we lost the game because of that. That would have been horrible. So yeah, that happened. Extremely annoying. Also, I looked at his build, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? I understand you want to go a little bit more damage because, you know, we kind of need it. We only have Mori and Wraith. Like, that's why I didn't go full tank either. I don't believe in full tank Kwang, guys. I just don't. I believe in hybrid. I don't believe in full AP. He's an AP bruiser. The problem, I think people think he's a tank is because when he came out, people built tanky items on him and they work so well. But like, you gotta remember, Fire Blossom back then was kind of busted. It was like a staple. And not only that, there wasn't even that many good bruiser items to begin with. Like, we didn't have this version of Magnify. We only had like World Breaker, Oathkeeper.
Caught you.
Tainted Scepter didn't have health. I think it had like Magic Pen, Flat Pen. Yeah. Now it has health, haste, magical power. That's what AP bruisers need. Anyways, so yeah. For those of you that think Kwang is a tank, please just stop. He's not a tank. Nothing about him screams tank other than he gets a shield. Whoop-de-doo. I also noticed like my cybernetic drive effect. Like before, my hands used to glow gold. Sorry, not gold, green. And now it's like this whitish, bluish color. I think Cybernetic Drive and Rapture are like among my favorite items in to come out of this patch. Just like every other fight, I'm looking for Murdoch. I'm not messing around with these tanks like these guys are. Just like right here, I'll go after Morn just cause Murdoch already dipped. He's like on the other side and most likely backing. So it's just Gideon and Grux we gotta worry about. And to be frank, I'm not scared of either of them. So that's why I just kind of shoved this.
See the light.
Meanwhile, my teammates do Primal. They got plenty of tanks. I don't really need to be there. I could just keep this guy at bay, and Grux is over there. Murdoch was way back there. I burned this flower so they don't do anything.
Attack War Prime.
Yeah, so the right play is
I
to
will
attack War
only
Prime,
rest
but
a
we also
moment.
got to shove mid up. We have plenty of pressure.
Cancel that.
And, yeah, this will be
What did I
the
miss?
final thing I show you. I'm at full build as well.
Sorry.
Also, like, tonic, I would probably still go, like, intellect, just for more damage. Like, I have 4,000 health. That's plenty. That's plenty for a bruiser. I have so much physical armor, so much magical armor, a ton of health. I have a lot of power coming from Golems Gift, Magnify, Oathkeeper. So right here, I make the game-winning play, ladies and gentlemen. I go after their main damage dealers. So by basically eliminating the ADC and the mid laner, what I've essentially done is basically take out all their damage from their team, and they're just left with Grux and the other 2 tanks. So that's game. They surrender, and hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are out there slaying 4 plates. If you like my content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll always catch you on the next one. Peace.